In this video, we talk about the AMZ Innovate conference, which is an annual event for Amazon sellers. It takes place in Manhattan, New York, in October 2024, and this two-day event usually attracts a lot of high-figure sellers from across North America, Europe, and beyond. Today, we speak with Brandon Furman, who is the co-founder of the event, and he will share with us insights into what the attendees can expect, the diverse experiences which they are offering for attendees, and how to join this event. Don't miss this opportunity to network with other like-minded high-figure sellers. Check the link below in the description and get $100 discount for your ticket. Hello, Brandon. It's nice to have you again on our channel. So could you please very shortly introduce yourself? And then we will talk about the event you're organizing, which is called AMZ Innovate.
Sure. So my name is Brandon Furman. I've been selling on Amazon for now, I guess, 9 years, which seems crazy to say, but yeah, it's been 9 years now. We've been running this event now for 6, which is also crazy. But yeah, that's great to be here and great to be on with you.
Are you already 9-figure seller or
No, I wish. I wish I was a 9-figure seller. Yeah.
Yeah. Because 9 years, 9 figures.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to hear those who heard the introduction that you're a seller and you don't provide any services, right?
No, I'm primarily a seller and my 2 partners are primarily sellers in this event. And, the way the event started out is, we were all sellers. And my partner Jared started a meetup group in New York City for sellers, and that's how we kind of all met.
Yeah, so it's important to pay attention to all the listeners that this is probably one of the few events in North America where it is organized by sellers. And this year in 2024, it's happening in autumn. Could you shortly present us the dates and the location and the structure of the event?
Yeah, sure. So I'll tell you the history of the event first because it kind of leads into it. Sure. My partner Jared Orkin started a meetup group in New York City, and I lived in New York City at the time, so I was one of the first 20 people to go. And there was a bunch of people just sitting at tables talking about Amazon. This was in 2014, 2015. There were not a lot of people selling on Amazon at that point, so it was a very small group. We became friends and I started running the meetup with him. Soon enough, 20 people became 40, became 60, became 100, and it just kept growing like crazy. Before the pandemic, we had maybe 180 people at that meetup just before, which was pretty crazy. But one day Jared called me up and he was like, I was thinking, should we put on an event? I think we could have a really unique take on an event. And I was like, do you have any experience doing this? He's like, no. Do you? And I was like, no. And then we did it anyway. And we had that first event. It was a basement for about 100 people in the West Village of Manhattan. That's where we were. That's where we are. And then the next year, 100 whatever became 250, became 350, became 550. And then last year we had over 700, which is just crazy. It's been growing, just every year it grows astronomical. And it's amazing because I feel like I work so hard on my Amazon business and it takes a lot of work to make it grow, but this has just been kind of growing almost organically, I guess, as word of mouth has gotten out. So this year's event will be in the same place as last year, Pier 60 in Manhattan on October 29th and 30th. It should be a really great event and we're really excited to do it at the same venue again. Everyone loved the venue last year. The food was great. Everything about it was really just special and really spectacular.
So here at Orange Click, we also organize events, and we believe our event is one of the top ones in Europe. It's called European Seller Conference in Prague. It's happening usually in March. And whenever some people are asking about events, or if I'm interviewed at some podcast by other people about Amazon events, I always say, what are the maybe top 3 events in Europe, but I also mention what are the top events in United States. And I mention your event as a number 1 or number 2 in the list. I usually also suggest Kevin King's events, but I think, as some people know, we're also running amzsummits.com website where we publish all the events we are aware of in Europe and North America. And I haven't seen many really similar level event like yours in North America. So why do you think your event has such success? It's growing really, really fast. And many people even in Europe talk about your event.
So I think the first thing is that we're all sellers that run the event. A lot of the other events are run by service providers or people who don't specifically sell. Maybe they're event management companies, but we are all primarily sellers. So when it comes to who is going to speak at the show, we're looking to hear topics and from people that we want to hear from. And I think that makes it pretty unique. A lot of other shows get service providers and people who are trying to promote something. A lot of times, a lot of our speakers are other sellers, people kind of doing us a favor, or people who have been in the past and was like, hey, I got a great idea for a topic. But we really get some really great people that are very different, I think, than a lot of the same people that speak at a lot of the other events. So if you're familiar with the Operators podcast, we had a lot of those people last year. Mike Beckham from Simple Modern. We also had the chief operating officer of Kitsch, which is another one of the biggest Amazon brands. We had Gibran from Utopia Deals, which is like the #1 Amazon brand in the world. They sell more than like literally anybody, and he came just as a favor to us. He doesn't speak at other events, and we were honestly lucky we got him. So we get a lot of people like that come in to speak at our event that don't really speak at a lot of events, or if they do speak at other events, then they're really providing knowledge and really providing that knowledge capital. For us, we don't, it seems like, you look at the figures of ticket prices and things like we don't make a lot of money on these events. A lot of it is just knowledge capital and really just try to build something really great in the New York area.
All right. And you said event is 28th to 30th, right?
29th and 30th.
29th. So 2 days. I remember you started with a 1-day event.
Yes.
Who inspired you to do two days event, and why it's 2 days? What's happening?
Yeah. So, part of it was that, people love the 1-day event. And then, we were trying to figure out what we can do. And a lot, as we were, I guess, working on it, the feedback kept coming back. Like, we started having some of these breakout sessions to allow for more maybe niche topics. And people really like those, but they were like, I wish we had more time at the show. And if things seemed rushed because we had so much to cram in. Usually what happens is we get some speakers early, and then as the date gets closer, just things kind of fall in our lap and we end up with too many speakers and we don't know where to put them. And, but making it 2 days made it a lot easier to kind of plan the event versus having it as 1 day where we're, really trying to cram it into 1 day. So that's kind of the reason why we did 2 days.
Yes. I'm looking at the AMZ Summit's listing for your event last year. And we have registered 33 speakers, which were listed on your website last year.
Yeah.
So I can imagine some speakers are going into some kind of panels with discussions, right?
Yeah, some of them were panels. Some of them were those breakout sessions where we run 3 sessions concurrently. Some of them were main stage. It just depends on, the topic. I think this year, we're focusing on some other channels, not just Amazon, but other channels outside of Amazon a little more. So I think we may have a few more breakout sessions to kind of build tracks for people who are interested in maybe learning about Shopify or TikTok or things like that as well. But the majority of the attendees at our event are 7, 8, 9-figure sellers. I think almost 70% identified as a 7-figure seller or above, and like 30-something% at 8-figure or above. So we really get a lot of the real top sellers that come here. So the content that we're going to be gearing is going to be towards an experienced seller, I would say. Not to say newbies can't learn other things as well. And I always think that it's best to learn, even if you're a newbie, from experienced sellers, because they can really show you where the ropes are and what's really important to focus on. But yeah, I think we're going to probably have some more tracks focused on some of those channels from a maybe experienced seller perspective.
And from last year, what topics you found people appreciated the most, or they were looking forward to?
Yeah, so last year we had a lot of great stuff. So that operators panel, like I said, people really liked. Hearing from Gibran from Utopia Deals, people really liked. I also think, we had someone come talk about TikTok that just went crazy. And it was in a breakout session, but people voted on it, and I think it was like the second or third best session, but like only a third of the crowd even saw it. So they really like that. So we're bringing him back. And then we actually had someone come on stage to show the power of live selling on Instagram. And she went up there and she sold like 3 purses for like, I don't know, $10,000 in like under a minute. And it was just incredible to watch, that happen. I really just thought that was incredible. So yeah, but those were probably the best received ones in my opinion. We also had Aaron Cordovez of Zule Kitchen, who's one of the top kitchenware brands. and he just ripped apart someone's listing. He did a live listing teardown, and he just went in and just, ripped apart this guy's listing. And I felt bad for him at the end, but he was really happy to have it done. And I think his product is selling a lot better after that event. But that was a really popular conversation as well.
So it sounds like practical things are really popular in your event, like somebody shows it Instagram.
Yeah, we definitely try to focus on like hands-on knowledge and things that you can put to use and not just like theoretical knowledge. Although some of that is good too, but when we started, it was very much about like the hacks and what are the little angles that we can do. Now it's a little more business building, brand building, but yeah, we still have a lot of those as well.
Yeah. So if we look on the website, for now we have it's still of course 5 months away from the event, but you have already 8 speakers confirmed. And let's look at the pricing and what you're offering for people. What kind of experience? I think there are like 2 prices. One is a regular ticket and another one is a VIP ticket. So VIP tickets has kind of like a big spike, like 3 times more expensive. Can you explain what VIP people are getting, what kind of value?
Yeah, sure. So the event is actually on Pier 60, like I said before, in Manhattan. So being on the pier, actually, what's cool is that we actually have a boat that's going to pull up right there at the dock at the event, and take people on a boat cruise around New York City. You can purchase this separately if you buy a regular ticket, but that's one of the things that's included with that. We also have a special VIP dinner that's really just all like the best people. Most of the speakers come there, and it's at a really great restaurant in the city, and that's just a great place to network and hang out and really have a great dinner experience. And then we also have a mastermind the morning of day one with those VIPs to really break down and to really talk about specific topics and content there. So there's really 3 different sessions that are part of that as well.
And during the VP activities, attendees are mingling with speakers, right?
The majority of the speakers, I wouldn't say all of the speakers. I think some of them, go home or they've got more important things to do depending on who we have speaking. But the majority of the speakers will be at the dinner and even the yacht cruise for sure.
In the recent years, a big issue in the events not an issue, but challenge for organizers are that maybe there are too many service providers coming to the event. Do you have this problem, or it just the crowd is big enough like not to feel that there are too many service?
Yeah, I think the crowd is big enough that you don't necessarily feel it. We have a lot of sponsors at the event, and we give an ample opportunity for them there. But we really, especially on the main stage, try to not let other sponsors speak. So I think the content stays pretty pure, and a lot of other events have pure sponsored pay to play on our stage. We don't really do that very often, but a lot of other ones do. But yeah, I would say I don't really ever really feel it. Generally speaking, I would say, the thing about New York is that we have probably more sellers within like a 4-hour driving radius of anywhere in the world outside of China. So it really gives an ample opportunity for sellers to get here. And there's also a lot of people who come in from Europe because it's actually a direct flight to New York versus other events which seem to be in like, Nevada or Florida or something like that. So we do get a lot of sellers that primarily come for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, location is really good in terms of like flying. And New York always has good connections. And we are still 5 months away, but do you have an estimate how many people you expect this year? Last year it was 750.
Yeah, so I would say every year we've grown by 20, 30, 40%. So I would imagine it would be the same this year, although it might be even more. I think, a lot of people wanted the event to be a little earlier than last year because of Q4, and we've done that. So, we might grow even more than we're expecting. It's hard to say right now, but yeah, we're set up to take in more people if that's how many people will come. But I think it's a big event, but it doesn't feel like a big event because just the way it's structured, it does feel like it's like a little smaller, and you can kind of like, have your niche of people that you are talking to the whole time.
Yeah, that's amazing. So thank you very much, Brandon. And those who want to attend, you will find the link in the description. It's amzinnovate.co, and you will also find a discount code which you can apply and get a discount when you purchase the ticket. And ticket prices, they will stay the same or they will be increasing over the months?
They'll probably increase again at some point. I don't know if I remember the date specifically, but they should probably increase again. I mean, for a 2-day event in New York City with, lunches and, food provided, and we actually have a free happy hour, open bar. That's part of it. Like, it's actually a pretty good price as it is right now. So I do expect it to go up in the future.
Yeah, of course, it should go up because we are charging similar price for event in Prague. Also 2 days with a
Yeah.
dinner included and open bar.
Yeah, right.
cool.
I know. It's
Yeah.
Manhattan. It's premium pricing. Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much, Brandon. And those who visit Brandon's and his event, so let us know later in the comments how did you like it. So thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
I hope watching this video will give you an inspiration to join one of the best Amazon seller events in North America. It's called AMZ Innovate. And to make your decision easier, get the discount of $100, which you'll find in the description of this video. You'll also find the link to this event. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to this channel so you get notifications of more videos we create and upload. And now I recommend you to check the highlights of the recent European Seller Conference that takes place in Prague every year in Czech Republic, and it is organized by our team at Orange Click. So check this out.